Grant Edwards is the GM of wool for PGG Wrightson. I want to start, Grant, by asking you, how much wool do we export to Russia? And the reason I ask this is because we've joined in the sanctions with the rest of the West, so we may not be able to send that wool. Is it going to make much of a difference to New Zealand sheep farmers if we don't send any of our wool to Russia anymore?
Hi, Jamie. No. In one word, no. We do know over the past, there's been a lot go to Russia, but over the certainly last year, there was 150 bales, or farm bales, basically were exported to Russia, and about 150 into the Ukraine.
Geez, that's only a clip from one farm, basically, so we can put that one to bed. That's not going to destroy the wool industry. Look, let's concentrate on some positives, because there's enough negatives out there. It's been a bit of a battle for the wool industry, but I'm constantly buoyed by people who are having a crack. Actually, I might start with this Kate McDonald. This is the young woman from Te Anau and Southland there, who decided she was going to do something to add value to her family clip. And she's doing the homespun woolen jerseys. And my first question upon reading this story was, I remember as a kid, Mum used to knit them for us, Grant, and they were always a wee bit itchy. How did Kate get around that?
Kate worked closely with the industry and the jersey manufacturer out of Dunedin, Jamie, and was able to work closely with them. She worked with Andy May for Wool Yarns that made the yarn, and with Otago Knitwear, who Jeff Keogh of Otago Knitwear that actually knit the jerseys. And it's a great story. It's a passionate young woman that's come back from overseas, working on a home farm called Davar. So the business is called Davar, which is Davaar, and she worked with her father and the family and have developed a homespun jerseys. I actually went down to the launch there a couple of weeks ago, and it was great to see. There was a lot of young people there. It was a great night actually for Kate to have her launch because it was a bit cold. And as young people do, they turned up with not a hell of a lot on, and we're all buying jerseys. So, great story and really passionate young person that's worked closely with a very passionate family. Yeah,
and she's using or spinning these jerseys out of wool, which is 36 to 37 microns, so that is quite coarse. The other one from down that way was Waitangi weekend when the Share for Blair event went on. So this was a group of young shearers and wool handlers who got together on the property of Nelson and Fiona Hancock's at Moa Flat in West Otago there. They did a great effort to put this on. So they shore for 24 hours, and they raised $200,000, sharing 10,000 lambs. This was an amazing story, and I couldn't believe the fastest shearer, a guy by the name of Eru Weeds, he averaged over 600 in each of his 3 8-hour days, which he put back to back. It's an amazing story.
Oh, hugely so, Jamie, and it shows the passion of the farming communities that are out there, and people within the industry. They certainly got behind it. They certainly got behind these 4 shearers, Eru Weeds, David Gower, Braden Clifford and Cole Wells. And, I even saw a picture of the famous Snow Quinn sharing a few sheep and a few lambs as part of it. But certainly the whole community got behind it. We had one of our reps down there, Jared Minahera, who was one of the key organisers. But as Jared would say, it was the guys on the handpiece that did the work. And to raise $200,000 in a 24-hour share for a great cause in the Southern Hospital due to cancer. Just a great result, Jamie, all round, and shows the strength of our communities.
Southland Charity Hospital, $200,000 better off. Hey, I just want to finish on the shearing this weekend. Now, it's been such a bugger of a season because most of the the majority of the shearing competitions around the country this season have been cancelled, but they are determined to finish off the PGG Wrights and Vetmed National Shearing Circuit. I think they're doing Apati tomorrow, and then they're finishing off in Central Otago next week on the Merinos. And this is the 50th year of this National All Breeds Shearing Championship, and I think it's wonderful that they're forging ahead and doing this, because it's not without its challenges.
Certainly, Jamie, and as you know, we're a key sponsor along with VetMed with the National Shearing Circuit, and this is the culmination of it. They've already had three of the series at Alexandra, Waimate and Christchurch, and once again, it's the passion within the industry, within the shearing industry, to actually make this happen. As you know, a lot of the shows have been cancelled. And as you rightly say, at Apati, just north of Fielding there, this weekend is the lambs in the second shear, and then the Patterson family at Armidale, they've got a flash big shed on their property, and they've put that up to hold the finals on the 5th of March the following week.